I had a lot of motivations. I think I wanted to see more of the world and meet new people, immerse myself in new cultures. I was also highly influenced by my mom, who was involved with a lot of service work growing up. So I just wanted to explore different passions, find meaning in the work that I did, but also give back to the global community.
To me, service is giving your life. So we've done that. It was a sacrifice for us to come here, a sacrifice. I quit my job, we left our families, we left our friends to come to Moldova. And so to me, service is giving of yourself, giving your life, giving your talents, giving your time. And so that's what service means to me. And that was a decision that we made, and I'm very thankful that we made that decision.
It was a dream of mine and my wife's for a long time. Before we were married, we talked about what it would be like to serve in the Peace Corps, and we have had so much time together here, and that's been something really special and something that we were excited to have from our service in Peace Corps. And before we would, see each other in passing or when we would get home for a day or on the weekends. But here it's every day we're together for 8-10 hours, however long we're.
I think the cultural adjustment was difficult in that everyone wanted to get to know me. So, if I was walking through a village, everyone would say hi to me, and they would say, "Where are you from?" So they would ask me a lot of questions. So it was just the lack of privacy. That just kind of took time. I think it was a matter of just me understanding that people were curious and they wanted to get to know me better. And it allowed me to form a lot more closer connections with the people that I did speak with. So it was a challenge, but it was something that I was able to overcome.
Noi am mai avut un voluntar la noi în sat, așa că nu este ceva nou pentru noi. Și comunitatea, deodată, când au aflat că a venit iarăși un voluntar de la Corpăci, iarăși la fel de interesați cine, cum, ce o să facă dumneavoastră, cum să o ajute ca să îi fie mai ușor să se acomodeze la condițiile care le avem noi în sat.
The biggest adjustment was the language. I'm someone that likes to communicate and likes to have conversations with people on a deeper level, and that was probably the most challenging thing in the beginning, was the differences of language and not being able to communicate to the extent that I wanted to communicate. Descrieți o fată sau un băiet la vârstă de 9 ani, 10 ani și 19 ani.
Voluntarii din Corpul Păcii și-ar dori să facem schimb de culturi, să fim prieteni, să ne putem comunica liber.
Și din momentul după ce a venit Samantha la școală, odată vine la noi în cancelare. Bună ziua, toți! Vine a doua oară. Bună ziua! Toți, din fețe serioase, la toți apăreau zâmbetul. Deci ne-am lipsit prin zâmbetul ei. Ea la noi în colectiv este numită Soare.
Marți, miercuri, joi, vineri, sâmbătă.
Dacă ne mai supărăm, vine trenul și plecăm!
Este foarte important să avem o generație care este viitorul de mâine, cu alte viziuni, cu alt mod de gândire, cu alt mod de a acționa.
Pentru că un om care vine din exterior vine cu anumite viziuni și respectiv oamenii încearcă ușor să le atragă, să le aplice.
Nu am avut predarea orilor de sănătate până ce nu a apărut primul voluntar. Și după ce a apărut primul, s-au continuat și acum continuă orile de sănătate.
și cu această informație am plecat acasă la părinții noștri, explicându-le despre fumat, dar la mine părinții nu fumează, însă le-am explicat că totuși nu este niciodată bine să fumezi, pentru că are niște consecințe foarte grave. Bărbat, un fel va fi un fel de romifură.
Într-un cuvânt, noi putem să spunem că stereotip este ce?
Să fiți atenți și aveți grijă de intonația. I think for me there's been a couple of students that I've had where in the beginning of the year they did not speak, they were not active in class, they did not participate, they did not write in their journal, and through encouragement and providing a safe place for them to learn in our classroom, I've seen a lot of growth with these particular students where in the beginning they did not make eye contact, did not speak, and now they're writing in their kayete, in their notebooks. They're active in class, and one of them got a really good grade on his last test, and so that was a huge achievement for me to see.
I came home one day and I was working on a poster for a different activity, and it was like a poster about earthquakes because I was going to teach about earthquakes for my older students. My host brother, Sandu, who is in one of my classes, already learned this, and he was like, "Oh, you're teaching about earthquakes." And then he proceeded to just talk about earthquakes to his host sister, who was also in my room, and just like tell her all about it. Oh yeah, we learned about this and this and this is what you're supposed to do in an earthquake. And that was the first time that I realized he really genuinely enjoyed my classes and had learned something from it. And not only did he learn something from it, he was sharing this knowledge to other people, to his younger sister. We think that we're not having a big impact as volunteers, but as teachers we're teaching kids who are going to have their own families, and then they're going to be sharing the knowledge that they gain from us through other people. And this is going to have such widespread impact for everyone, I think, all over Moldova. And in the long run, I don't know how long this would last, but in the future, I think Moldova is going to be a very developed country.
Dacă este mare aici, puteți să scrieți cu o bucată de lemne.
Acum, de când lucrez cu domnișoara Elen, ori nu ne ajunge timp, ori știți, tot trebuie să fie pus pe polișoara sa. Fiindcă mâine eu n-a să dovedesc asta. Mai organizată, mai în felul ăsta. Dar am primit o plăcere extraordinară. Eu sper că și la anul vom lucra tot împreună și vom face lucruri frumoase.
One day, like, I'll go to school, I'll come back, and I'll make dinner with my host family. Another day, like, I'll meet someone random on the street. We'll have a really long conversation. They'll invite me over to their house for tea, and then we'll talk, and then we'll have dinner, and then, like, we see the stars on our walk home. Like, every day is really unique, and I try to enjoy the journey. It's not easy. It hasn't been easy. It won't be easy, but I think just understanding that has helped me to be a better volunteer.
I celebrated the New Year with my partner teacher, and that was really fun. And I shared with her how in America sometimes people go outside with pots and pans at midnight and bang them. And so in honor of me, her and her husband went outside at midnight and started banging pots and pans. So that was kind of a fun moment.
You know, after this, we will have all of these experiences that we've shared and hard times that we've been through together, and I think that's something that'll be lasting in our marriage forever.
They smell good.
Ce am obținut? Un schimb de experiență, cum s-ar zice. Ceva din cultura lor, adică copiii, adică în primul rând copiii din cultura lor preiau, din cultura Elenei. Și ce am obținut din asta o motivație din partea Elenei, pentru că am fost uimită când mi-a spus că în 2 luni am învățat limba română.
Îmi place și să cu tine, pentru că parcă nu ești o soră.
Mulțumesc! That's such a hard question because I've learned so much. The most surprising thing is that I've learned a lot about myself, that I can be persistent and I can persevere in the face of different challenges. And these can be like mental challenges that I haven't really thought of before. For example, just like the isolation of being the only foreigner in town. I learned that I have to, besides just like being open-minded, always be present and be willing to experience different things. Whether
I've learned that there's different ways to do things, maybe because I, for example, like to plan in this particular way. I've learned that other people plan in a different way, and it's not bad, it's just different, and I've learned to be flexible with that, and I hope that when I go back to the States, I take the flexibility with me.